Welcome, man. It's another installment of interviews with Meech. Me on the Gas Chamber Battle League. Our guest this week is my man Hondow, man. If you into or heavy into the Philly rap scene, man, you know who my guy is. Your favorite rapper know who he is. Uh, I'm happy to have him on the show. Um, we gonna get into all his history and everything else, but I didn't even know he was available. You know what I mean? But shout out to my man Prezi, shout out to Sign. They hooked this joint up, man, and got my man on here. Hondo, what's up with you, bro?
Ain't shit. What's up with you, man?
Man,
Like,
I
what's going
appreciate you.
on?
I appreciate you taking the time, bro, man. It's another day, man, another dollar. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you tapping in with us, man, and doing this interview as well. It's long overdue. I met you a few years ago. Like I think he was doing music with Prezi and shit like that. I remember I
Yeah,
heard one song. I told Prezi, I said, "Yo, bull hot,"
I
and
think
it
he got
ain't too
like,
many niggas that's like that. You feel me? So because it's a lot of niggas we worked with that was trash, but it was like, yo, Hondo hot as shit, man. Where you find him at? Like, oh man, Sign, homie, man. Like, you know what I mean,
uh,
Sign brought him around, but it's good to have you on the show, bro.
yeah, I think me and Prezi got like two or one joint together. I forgot what joints we got. I
Yeah, it's
know,
a couple drinks.
I know. I think we did pound cake when that joint was out. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I think we did like two joints. We did two joints in like one day. I mean, I remember the day and everything. You know what I'm saying,
right.
and we even went to Miami together and shit.
I remember that. I remember that. So before we get started, man, I want to remind everybody to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Um, if the shit coming in a little choppy, man, bear with us, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube, man. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Gas Chamber Battle League. Remember to follow us on our socials. Gas Chamber Battle League on Facebook. I mean on Instagram, Gas Chamber on Facebook. That's the Facebook page. Gas Chamber Battle League is the Facebook fan page. So make sure y'all go like that, y'all. Make sure you turn your notifications on for YouTube so you know when we going live, dropping new content, whatever. So Hondo, we're gonna start from the beginning. Oh yeah. If y'all do have any questions for Hondo, man, throw them in the chat on Facebook, throw them in the live chat on YouTube. And you know what I mean, we can throw it up on the screen. He can see what y'all comment, see what y'all ask, whatever, answer y'all questions, all that good stuff. But Hondo, we're gonna start from the beginning, bro. Um, I know you're from Philly, but what part of the city you from?
I'm from North, but I did mostly all my running around up Pawnee and shit. You know what I'm saying, so it's like, I mean, Pawnee, I jumped off the porch up OG, you know what I mean? But I'm from North, man. You know, 30 from Cumberland, straight up.
All right,
You know what I'm saying?
word. So around what age, like, how did you get into the music and everything else? How'd you get into rap and all that good stuff?
Oh man, everybody on fucking knew from down North, Rat. I mean, big homies, uh, niggas, niggas, niggas up Pawnee. I mean, Rat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably know. I mean, Merc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
shout
like,
out to
they
Merc.
was not, yeah, they was my niggas. They was my niggas when up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Well, they was already in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like Merc been rapping. Like how niggas play basketball. Niggas around Island used to rap. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you'd be surprised how many motherfuckers come from Island and go to Island around that time, like in '03, '04. The rap. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point in time, you can catch everybody up Island. Like Quilly was up Island. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't remember the niggas that was on with headshots called the Deuce S boys. You know what I'm saying? The Deuce S mean Second Street. You know what I mean? Up Island.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they was up there, niggas from Headshots, Hattie and all them. They was up on Dopes from on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas from across the bridge, niggas sick that battled still back in the day. From
Right.
Omni, Merc from Omni, Sam from Omni. And like you probably wouldn't know a lot of people from Omni until like they said in their raps and all that shit, but I was just surrounded by rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean everybody, you know, you know what I mean? If you wasn't balling, you was rapping. But
You was rapping, right?
I'm saying I was balling. I was balling. I never took rap serious. Even I mean I never really took rap serious. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I basically started, just for being around a bunch of rappers. Feel me?
That's what's up. So How was that though coming up? Do you feel like that made you a better rapper coming up around niggas like I said, like Merc? You know what I mean? You had headshot niggas coming up to your hood. Um, you had all these type of niggas coming up to you. Do you feel like that prepared you or made you a better artist? You know what I mean? Because I know you really don't get into the battle shit. I'm sure you did it back in the day, and we're gonna get into that. But did you feel like that prepared you kind of going through a gauntlet of different, you know what I mean, artists and battle rappers and you know what I mean, just different rappers back then? You feel like that made you better in a sense, you know what I mean?
All right, I'm not gonna say it made me better because like I'm gonna think like I'm always was hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
gonna say me being an outsider looking in when guys had their waves and stuff like that. I knew what was their mistakes. I knew how to get the buzz bigger. I mean, I know how to get the buzz fast. Uh, I mean, like I know what to do from their mistakes, or what to do from their accomplishments. Feel me? To get my
Right.
buzz up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how like nobody probably remembers. Like even when I battled this nigga K Walker, I probably was home for about probably like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Probably not even 4 months, probably like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I only had about 4 racks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even in my old catalog, you know what I'm saying? Like I had got a buzz off of fucking just my whole catalog is probably about like 3 battles and I probably dropped probably 11 songs. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta know how to it's a technique. Feel me? It's
Mm-hmm.
a technique. It's not about who's hot. It's about when you drop, who you do a track with.
Timing.
Yeah, it's about it's about a whole bunch of other stuff. It's not about who's hot. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
guys that's hot. Like there's a lot of guys that's hot, but they don't know the concept and the politics of what this rap shit is about. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
me outside looking in and seeing how Sam got his buzz, seeing how Merc got his buzz, seeing how Ghost got his little battle buzz and all that type shit. Me looking the inside out, I learned from what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Feel me? So like it wasn't really about being hot. It was
That's
just,
dope.
you know.
That probably was me doing some promo dumb shit while you was answering.
Oh,
But hey, shout out to Miss Traumatos. How you doing, man? I appreciate you tapping in with us like you do every week, man. Shout
hey,
out to you. Shout out to my man Traumatos, man. Shout out to him, man. Um, but I don't know. It was. I'm trying to see. All right, so boom, you start rapping, right? You around Merc and all these niggas. Let's get into it. Who did you rap like? All right, you see the new format like we was before we started. We was talking about Prezi and we was talking about um uh, 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 Hannibal. You know what I mean? Niggas getting into the battle shit, really killing shit. Especially Hannibal. Shout out to Grid City. Got my guy Hannibal coming up there in New York, allowing him to do his thing on that platform. You know what I mean? Shout out to Academy, man. They got Prezi going over there smoking shit. He just had a battle with Feast the Beast, and you know what I mean? A couple other niggas he battled in front of Maxis not too long ago.
mm-hmm.
Um, how do you feel about the new age of battle rap? And then we're gonna get into the old ways of battle rap and everything else.
I don't like it at all,
What?
man. I don't
What
like
don't
the
you
I don't like the new battle rap, man.
like
I don't like
on YouTube in front of the cameras is giving you 3 months to prepare for a person? And what don't you like about it? Why don't you like it? Because you don't hear too many people saying they don't like it. So what don't you like about it?
I don't like it because it's a few things. You know what I'm saying, I think everything you should do, you should have a purpose of doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna play spades and throw an ace out or throw an eight out if there's no reason behind throwing an eight out. You know what I
Right.
mean? So if you battling, what is you battling for? You know what I'm saying? I battle to get my buzz up, to try to get
Mm-hmm.
my buzz up. Feel me? I
Right.
didn't want to battle, but I knew how Sam and Merc got their buzz up from the Rerun the Streets thing. They battled. Look at Meek Mills.
It was a way to get your buzz up. Used it as a tool rather
Exactly.
than right.
But now is once you label it as that battle rapper, I don't care how hot your songs are, you is just that battle rapper. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like it's some guys that can transform into battle rap and do songs. I haven't met any yet, and I probably didn't see any yet either. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's a reason for everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me battling right now. I can't battle right now for one, cause like it's more of a show now. Feel me? Like anybody does not want to battle with nobody now. Everybody's too Hollywood. Even a person with no name, no, you gotta pay me. What I gotta pay you for? I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never got paid for no battle, none of that stuff like that. I never wanted to get paid for no battle. I was doing it for my product and my product only. Feel me? So, like, only reason why I did come at people and battle people, it was just to get my buzz up. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
This battle stuff right now is a lot of guys just battling for nothing and not really getting me buzz up off the battle. Feel me? So, like, it's more of like a comedian show than more like hearing real bars. Like, you can see back in the day, you can see I can have no name and see Hattie and say, "Come on, let's battle." And he gonna battle me right then and there. And now I got bars, and now the whole city know me. Like now, if I battle somebody, it's gonna take 3 months. I'm gonna fuck around, want to check, or the other person gonna fuck around, want to check, and we gonna battle. And nobody still might not know me after this battle. They might say I'm hot after this battle, but then after that, they might not know me. So It's like I done did all this for nothing. I mean, and everything. Time is money, and time is everything. You get the time back. You never get So you gotta have a plan what you do. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you gotta have a plan with everything you do. That's why motherfucking Nelly probably went diamond, and now he can't fucking sell a fucking Wells Fargo concert. Feel me? So there's a plan after every plan.
Of course, and like you said, timing is very important in with how you do things. I like the way I like your point of view on battle rap. There's certain things, you know what I mean, with battle rap that I don't like right now. It's going more towards mainstream.
Yes,
and
right.
I don't want to say it's a monopoly, but it's almost a monopoly with certain platforms and everything else like that. But there is a stereotype with battle rappers, and they really can't make hot music, and
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got a couple, like I said, you know what I mean? Of course, Prezi can dip and dab, you know what I mean? He's just getting into the battle rap shit, this new form of battle rap, but he also make good music. Shout out to my guy Bill Collector. He, you know what I mean? Everybody knows Bill Collector from battle rapping, but Bill, he can make good music. You know what I mean? Hannibal can get in there and make good music. It's certain people, but not everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But even even if you make good music and you got bars, people look at. I'm gonna say I don't really know these battle rapping guys like the top tier guys. Like I'm gonna say like John the Don. That's his name, right?
Right.
All right. Let's say John the Don. He gonna get 3 million views on YouTube on a battle, right? And he got bars. He could drop a freestyle, super hot everything on that joint, bars on there, everything. That joint probably only get like 5,000. You know what I mean? So once they, like you said, once they stereotype you, it's over. Like it's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you have your hardcore fans that's gonna listen to you and rock with you regardless, but it's like you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but once they put you, like you said, in that category, it's like
hard to get out.
Niggas just look at you as a battle rapper, because I'm not gonna lie, it's certain battle rappers like I love Charlie Clips. Never looking for none of his music. I don't know if he has music. You know what I mean? But Charlie Clips is one of my favorite battle. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of understand what you mean. You know what I mean? It's certain battle rappers, you'll hear their music, you'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know he can make music like that. Shit kind of hot. I heard a couple battle rappers like that, certain songs and whatnot. But you're right. Once you get labeled as a battle rapper, it's kind of hard to be labeled just as an artist instead of, you know what I mean? Oh, that's the battle rapper. Like, even heard niggas talk about Easy the Block Captain when he was on the Fresh Prince. Mm-hmm. And niggas saw Easy after that. And I seen people in comments and shit like that with people would post, you know, like highlights of his battle and shit like that. They'd be like, "Oh, that's the bull from Fresh Prince." It's like, no, that's Easy the block captain. Like it's the opposite for me. When I saw Easy on Fresh Prince, I was like, "Oh, that's you know what I mean." That's Easy. Like, oh shit, Easy on the Fresh Prince. Like that's what's up. I know Easy from battle rap, but Easy used. I think Easy used the Fresh Prince like you use battle rap for yourself. It was a tool to get his name out there more. Now Easy, you know what I mean? He dropping music, signing record deals, Easy doing his thing. You know what I mean? So I understand you.
All promotion is good promotion, man. Like I don't care what like he used that to get where he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
That's just another person that's just more people promoting you other than yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you know,
I definitely could dig that.
That's all I look at it too. Like the more people putting you out is better than you just pushing yourself. Man.
Right.
Especially if the platform is good. And it don't even really matter if the platform is good. As long as just more people just I mean, you know.
So before this new wave of battle rap, right? You had a couple run-ins with certain people, like you said, you ran into Hattie. You battle Hat? I don't know if you was using that as an example or you actually battled him before.
No. I never even met Hat in person. Hat my guy though. We talk on the phone, FaceTime, and all that type of shit. Like we text and all that shit. That's my guy. I never met Hat in person though.
Okay.
Like, he a good nigga though. I fuck with Hat, man. But no, I never battled Hat. But they before my era. That's the era that I grew up in listening to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was in rapping. Like the guys that I like rapping back then is like you know, like Cheek Raw, Waka, Hollow Man, Hattie, Quilly, you know what I mean? I fuck with NH, you know what I'm saying, on like personal levels and shit like that. Like that's the way that I like. That's the way that I mean grew up in, you know what I'm saying?
Back then, niggas couldn't tell me, and I'm talking about like this is all right, this is Riviera had era.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So it's like back then you couldn't tell me that Had wasn't going to be the next biggest thing out of Philly. To me, I was more of a Hattie fan than any other artist in the city. You had Reed, you had Meek, you had like you said, Vodka, Cheek, Raw. You know what I mean? You just had a bunch of niggas, Slaughter Rico, and just a bunch of niggas from that era. You know what I mean? I'm 33. So it's like I came up with the whole "We Run the Streets." What's my man named Big Star?
Big Star.
You know what I mean? With the
way.
Too Raw for the Streets and like all that. That's the era I came up in. You know what I'm saying?
That was the best.
So where the niggas would play the beats out of their cars and just be getting film freestyle. You know what I mean? Like
if you got a camera, I used to be with those. Yeah. I used to rap. A lot of people don't even know. I used to rap with those. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I used to rap with those, and we used to just walk around looking for motherfuckers that got cameras, so we could just rap on the motherfucking camera. You know what I'm saying? Like we just back then, motherfuckers wasn't trying to get paid for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas was trying to just get on, man. Like, well, that's what everybody used, but niggas just trying to get more and more popular, man. More and more people go around because, as you know, back then, those Too Raw for the Streets and We Run the Street DVDs, them shits, they circled like every niggas was borrowing DVDs. Like them Johns went through the hood so fast, like, and then you also got to remember. Everything is so connected with the tri-state area in Philly. So you had Jersey, South Jersey knowing who niggas are. You got niggas in Delaware knowing who niggas are. Niggas outside of Philly and Pottstown and, you know what I mean, Norristown and all that. Niggas was really hood famous.
People don't even know. People don't even know Big Star wasn't even from Philly. Big Star was
he from Norristown.
Yeah, I don't think he from North. I think he was from a little bit farther than Norristown.
He from Norristown.
From Norristown? Oh,
yeah, he from Norristown. Like niggas, okay, so Big Star tapes, for people who don't know, you can go on YouTube right now. He got a YouTube channel, Too Raw for the Streets. Shout out to Big Star. He does more of like high school sports and you know what I mean. He does that type of lane right now, especially like basketball. I always see him filming basketball and stuff like that. Yeah, so shout out to him, man. He's doing his thing with that. But in the early 2000s, Big Star changed the game and changed the way niggas looked at hip hop in the city of Philadelphia and the surrounding areas.
Yeah,
Big Star went around. He went around the different neighborhoods and pretty much just filmed different rappers and, you know, sold the DVDs and sold the tapes, and them joints circulated. I remember one time he had KRS-One in the studio telling him how much him and his assistant or whoever he was with, manager or whatever, watch his tapes and watch his DVDs. And like Big Star shit went all over the city, all over the tri-state. That shit went all over the country. Like people was really tuning in to Too Raw for the Streets. And that, like I said, it didn't really give a lot of rappers monetary value, but it showed their talent and it made them more. It gave them more notoriety. People started to know them more. Niggas I remember seeing Hattie at when I was in high school. This had to be like 06, 07. I remember seeing Hattie at Cotman and Rising Sun. I was waiting on the 18 coming from school. Hattie pulled up as a Dunkin' Donuts right there. I think it's still there. He pulled up at the Dunkin' Donuts and he hopped out, and I remember thinking like, damn, he got all the bitches, because he had all the high school chicks just, you feel me?
All the young bitches.
Yeah, because Northeast was right up the street. You know what I mean? I'm looking, I remember some fine ass girls out there that day too, and I'm just chilling, and Hattie pulled up and everybody just swarmed the Hattie. I remember like, I want that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I want that right there. So
and he was the only nigga. He was like the only nigga rapping around that time. Hattie was like a grown man. Hattie was the only nigga that had the will. You know what I mean? He had the money, he had the lady. Yep. Like, he was the one. He was the superstar. Like,
Hattie was a cool little nigga, man, because he wasn't like no big, you know what I mean? So Hattie was just, he was a cool dude, man. Like you said, Hattie had the Riviera, the blue on blue. He had the blue rims on that joint. You know what I mean? Tinted windows. Niggas thought Hattie was the coolest shit ever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everybody, niggas that never met Hattie a day in their life. I remember niggas was go-getters, never met Hattie a day in their life. Niggas, everybody was go-getters, never met this nigga a day in his life. So it's like, to have that type of support and that type of energy, I just remember thinking like, I want that. You know what I mean? But it was definitely a good era to grow up in. Now, being around in that era, you ran into a lot of niggas like Santos. You mentioned you mentioned Sam, you mentioned Merc. Did you have any battles back then with the old way of doing things where, you know what I mean, yo, your man can rap, my man can rap too. Oh, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Would you have any battles that way? You know what I mean? Wasn't no 3 months and all that shit.
I had a battle, motherfucking let me see who I battled. I battled Dose. You know what I mean? I battled Dose. That's on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I also battled the nigga Chaos. Remember Chaos?
Yeah, I remember Chaos.
I battled him and shit. You know what I mean? That was before we really started taking rap serious. Like, that was probably like, I was probably like 16 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Battled Chaos. That's it. Like, the K Walker battle probably wasn't even that long. You know what I'm saying? I think that was probably like a week or 2 weeks. Because I just came on. I didn't know nothing about the new battle era. Feel me? So I got the raps that I've been had. I mean, I didn't know you were supposed to write a rap about somebody and check their back. Like, I mean, like,
the new format.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. I'm thinking about the old shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I got these cookers. I'm about to go fuck something up right now. Like,
when did you battle K Walker?
I'm gonna say like 2014.
Okay.
Like 2014. Like
that was pretty much around the time me and you had really originally met.
Yeah, 2014, 2013.
So how do you remember that battle going? How was that set up? You know what I mean? How did that all happen?
That battle was fucking. I used to hit Bob up. Like, Bob used to have cameras and shit, and fucking motherfuckers used to rap on their cameras and shit. Like, so when Merc and Sam and them used to like get called down for that shit, you know what I'm saying? I used to rap on the little cameras and shit, you know what I'm saying? I used to be bombing that shit. And then, like, when I got booked and I came home, I already had the format of what I was going to do, how I was going to get my buzz up and all that type shit. Like, I was going to come at motherfuckers and shit like that. Because what people don't understand is people love controversy. You understand? Like,
of course.
It's not even people, it's just everybody. Everybody is versus. Everything is versus. NBA is the Lakers versus the Sixers. Or they versus another team. The Lakers is not playing the Lakers by themselves. Am I right? You know what I mean? Boxing is somebody boxing. Is somebody boxing somebody else. Am I right? There's no one player sport that is not versus. So with rap, when I came home, everybody is together. Like, I mean, fuck is y'all together for? Y'all only together because this man got a buzz right here and this man got a buzz right here. So it's like, what do you being friendly with this person for? Because once you lose your buzz, this motherfucker, you ain't gonna be able to call this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this is a business. Hold on. All right. Like, this is a business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't need you. You know what I mean? But that how that battle came on. I would used to hit Bob up. Was like, yo, man, like I need a battle. Like, put me up, set me up a battle and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he eventually set me up a battle. Yeah, he set me up a battle. You know what I mean? And he had a young boy that he used to manage. That was his artist called it was K something, K Smith, K something. I don't know what this guy. I forgot his guy name.
Okay.
And he sent me. He was like, "Yo, he said, yo, you want to battle K Walker?" So I was like, "Yo, ain't that your artist?" He was like, "No, it ain't my artist." I was like, "All right, whatever." I'm saying I never did. I never looked online about the boy. I never seen him before. Never heard of him. Rap, none of that shit. That was the first time I ever heard him rap. I didn't know who he was. None of that shit. You know what I mean? So we had a battle at fucking Takeover over there, right there where Germantown and Ronson at. Right there
Okay.
where
Yeah, that joint used to be Galaxy. It's been a whole
yeah,
bunch
oh,
of.
yeah,
I don't
Galaxy.
think nothing there no more because
Yeah,
niggas get shot. They change the name.
yeah. So I think it probably was Galaxy or Takeover. One of them.
Takeover. I think it was Takeover back then.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they set the joint up and that joint was that. You know what I'm saying? And we went there. It was a good turnout. There was a lot of people there. And I was surprised. They must have been there for him because ain't nobody know who the fuck I was. For me.
How many rounds?
We went 3 rounds, I believe. I believe it was 3 rounds.
Okay.
I believe 3 or 4 rounds. I'm not sure. But
all right.
Like that shit, it was a good turnout, you know what I'm saying? And it got me a little buzz. But like it was good for me to battle on Bob shit because Bob got a nice little following for rappers, up and coming rappers. Feel me?
Of course.
So that was good for him. Hold on, give me a second.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, man, we in here with my man Hondow, man. It's the Gas Chamber Battle League, and your boy Meech Castro, man. We in here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. And we want to remind y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Turn your notifications on so you can tell when we go live. If you got any questions for my man Hondow, who's our guest this week, you know what I mean? Throw it in the chat. I can throw it up on the screen. You feel me? Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube and all that good shit. But yeah, so Bob done had a good following for like the last, I'm gonna say the last 20 some odd years.
Yes.
All right. So you know what I mean, he had headshots. He had Hattie was on there, Meek was on headshots, and you know what I mean, just a lot of artists was on there, a lot of niggas that was famous around the city or whatever. So that night, from what you can recall, like how did you feel walking into the building? Like you said, you were surprised there was a lot of people there. It was your first time with the new format of battle rap. How did you feel walking in the building? Like, did you get nervous? Did it was like, oh yeah, let's do this? Like, you know what I mean, what type of feeling did you have?
No, I was ready for that shit. Like I was ready. You know what I mean, like I told you, I didn't know nothing about the new battle rap type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like the shit he was saying, it was like, all right, this shit ain't no bars. I mean, but motherfuckers is laughing because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like he posted like last week or earlier? Let me see, what's the day? Like last weekend or something like that. He posted up a clip or something of him saying, you sitting on the couch like Vlad TV. You seen that when he posted up the clip?
Yeah.
I didn't even know who the fuck Vlad TV was. I don't even know who he was. The motherfuckers was laughing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It was funny. We were right. I swear to God, I didn't know who Vlad TV was. I'm like, yo, who's TV? I learned about him like probably months later. I'm like, yo, this shit is like, I didn't know nothing about.
Niggas all right. Cause I always use this analogy because it makes so much sense to me when Cicero told me, he was like, yo, this battle rap shit, it's WWE with bars. Like it's wrestling with bars. It's like it's all show. You know what I mean? It's all show bars and all that shit. It ain't like it used to be. Whoever just got the hottest bars or whatever.
Exactly.
It's like you got to put on a show with your shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to me, because the shit was just so true. Once you sit back and think about it, you're like, yo, this shit is right. Because niggas come up with their personas, their characters, whoever they gonna be.
Exactly.
They come out, they see if the niggas like you. You know what I mean? They see if they like your character, all that shit, your bars. You know what I mean? You throw some jokes in the midst of it, like you know what I mean? Just little shit like, I don't know why this bar sticking in my head when Prezi battled Feast the Beast and he told him out Canal Street, your G, meaning I'll knock off a tire. Like that shit sticks with me. Like that shit's hard to me. Like, like you gotta give niggas a show though with your shit. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just come out there and just rap and be like, you know what I mean? It's gotta be raps that's formatted for your opponent. It can't just be some hot shit you wrote, you know what I mean?
But
while you was in the crib.
But I sort of disagree with it a little bit.
That's cool. That's cool with me. I don't like nobody agreeing with me. That makes the interview boring.
No, but like I always look at the bigger picture. Like when I battle the nigga Caution, right? Mm-hmm. Like he had the raps and all that shit like that. And motherfuckers, everybody at that battle, right? They was laughing. What bar did he say? He said some shit like, damn, he said some bullshit. And motherfuckers was like, yo, motherfuckers was so hyped and so inked. And I'm like, that shit wasn't hot. Right. But you gotta realize it probably was hot right then and there. You can have the crowd control right now, but you only got crowd control of how many people is in this room. You understand?
Right.
If it's 400 people in this room and you got these people laughing or whatever the case may be, the battle sounds different when 100,000 people is watching a battle on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if I got the YouTube crowd and you got this 400 people crowd, I want to battle. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can have this crowd. I care less about this crowd.
But that's how battle rap is though. Like when you go to battle rap, right? When you go to a battle rap event and you see niggas battling and it's a close battle, and you be like, I think battle rapper A won, right? Mm-hmm. And you be like, don't get me wrong, battle rapper B was hot, but I think A won. You know what? And I hear this shit every time. You know what? I'm gonna wait till the footage drop. Wait till the footage drop, because niggas watching the battle in person and watching the battle on camera is two different things.
Totally different.
It's two different things. You see shit, different points of view. You see shit that you didn't see at the battle. You know what I mean? The shit you see at the battle, you might not see on camera. And honestly, I think you get the best of both worlds if you're at a battle when it happens, and then you go back and watch the footage after it dropped. You get the best of both worlds, and you really can determine for real, like who you think won. You know what I mean? So it's always like that, man. Even with certain battles I watch, I be like, yo, I gotta see the footage. Like we gotta go back and see the footage. But as of right now, Main Man won. You know what I mean?
But you gotta realize some things might be funnier in person than it is on TV. You understand? So that joke that he said in person, once I watched that joke fucking on YouTube, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's some bullshit. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers at that battle that was inside that battle with me and Caution battle. It was like, yo, he lost. Like, you lost. Like, you lost. Bitches I came with. I go to battle with some bitches and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that was most of my weed. So the bitches come. They were like, yeah, he won. The other guy won. When I say, all right, I always say, watch when this shit drop. You know what I mean? Y'all not the real crowd. The real crowd is the people that's really listening to the shit.
The people that's gonna watch, comment, and all that shit.
That's not. If I can reach. If I'm only reaching fucking 40 people that's at this battle. If I'm reaching 10,000 people, that's the real crowd. I don't know about what y'all 40 people said. But they don't, you know what I'm saying? So people don't look at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people text me after that battle and was like, yo, you won that joint, dog. You won that joint.
After they watch the footage.
Yeah, after they watch that joint, they say, yo, I went home and watched that joint again, dog. He said, yo, you smashed that nigga. I said, dog, you gotta understand what this shit is, man. This shit is a game, man.
It really is. And that's really all it is, man. It's entertainment now.
Entertainment.
You know what I mean? You got niggas that say the most disrespectful shit for shock value. You got niggas that, you know, do different antics and, you know what I mean? I mean, come on, I mean, Daylight tried to shake his shit on stage, you know what I mean? Or he did, or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Niggas just try to do anything they feel like they can get more shock value out of. You know what I'm saying? And now battle rap is like, you know, you got URL coming out with their own app. Before that, they was on Caffeine. Now niggas is doing pay-per-views for battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really wait till the footage drop no more.
It ain't.
You know what I mean? You got your smaller battle leagues, that, you know, they still drop their stuff on YouTube, but the mainstream guys and shit like that, like the big battle leagues like URL and RB and stuff like that, they doing pay-per-view type shits. You know what I mean? So niggas is really making money off this shit now. Or at least the leagues are. You know what I mean? I can't account for, you know what I mean, what battle rappers are making, but niggas is making money for it. Niggas is getting jobs on TV. I remember I seen who was it? I think it was DNA and I think Charlie Clips. I think they was on the BET Awards doing the freestyle cypher shit or something like that. It might have been K-Shine too. I can't remember. But I remember once I saw that, I was like, yeah, battle rap's about to go mainstream. Like this shit is about to take off. And now you look at it and it's like but to me, it doesn't give me the same essence that it once did. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So
and
go ahead.
And there's one other thing too I don't like about this battle shit right now. And what I don't like about the whole rap scene, period, Philly rap scene. Mm-hmm. We always had our own identity. You understand? People follow us. You know what I'm saying? We don't follow people. So for us to go in a battle league and now, you know, New York really, we are, when Hattie and them was battling, we never rapped like them.
No.
When this New York battle league shit started coming up, the New York rappers, you know what I'm saying? They looked up to Hattie and all them type guys. They looking up to them. But they put their own shit on, they put their own twist on there, whatever case may be. But he started sounding like them. Why do you want to sound like them?
Right.
You look up to us.
That makes no sense to me.
Makes no sense, even with the regular music now. Why are y'all trying to sound like Chicago guys? Why are y'all trying to sound like down south guys when they looked up to us? You know what I'm saying? So, like, we a bunch of followers right now, and we losing a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people probably look at Reed Dollars before he was doing this New York shit as like the king of battle rap or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He go there.
Like, I was in the military, right? I remember I was living in Germany. I got stationed in Germany. First time I ever lived, like I'm 19, you know what I mean? So boom, I fly to Germany. I get set up in my room or whatever. I start meeting niggas. Where you from? I'm from Philly. You know what I mean? Oh, it's another dude from Philly here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? And I felt like he tried to test me. You know what I mean? Because you'll meet niggas. Like I met one nigga in Texas when I was in the military. I'm like, what part of Philly you from? He told me he was from East Philly. I was like, East Philly?
East Philly.
Yeah, so I'm like East Philly, and a lot of niggas that was around us because we was like we was drinking and shit. We was in somebody's room, you know what I mean? A bunch of niggas just chilling after work, and a lot of niggas, I guess they didn't believe him. So when he said he's from East Philly, and my face went like, you know what I mean, like a confused look. Everybody was like, "Oh, this nigga really ain't from Philly. Look at Meech. This nigga really ain't from Philly." So I was like, East Philly, and he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yo, where East Philly at?" Like. I said, you mean Northeast Philly? He was like, no, East Philly. So the fuck this nigga from Camden? I said, you from Camden or something? Like, he's like, no, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, bro, you can't be from Philly. So nigga, anyway, in Germany, the nigga tried to test me. Where you from? You know what I mean? I'm from North Philly, Uptown, you know what I mean? That part of the city. You know what I mean? 8th and Clearfield, you know what I mean? 68th and Ogon, shit like that. So he's like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? Told me what part of the city he was from. And I remember niggas was we was talking about music, and I'm thinking niggas about to start speaking on Cassidy, you know what I mean? Maybe Ab, you know what I mean? Shit like that, because those were the niggas, Meek, those were the niggas that was really popping a little bit in Philly. Niggas went straight to Reed, man.
Yeah.
Niggas was on Reed like, yo, I remember I seen the video where he was in New York and then two straps Beretta over the shoulders like I'm Rambo, and I'm like, oh, y'all niggas really do listen to Reed. Like y'all listen to, y'all heard of Reed out here? And niggas like, man, one boy's from Iowa. And he was like, yeah, I know Reed Dollars. I'm like, damn.
Right.
I know you was on Reed. Prezi, what's up, man? Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you setting this you and Sign setting this interview up, man. Nah, you ain't too late though. But yeah, that shit. Reed was really like a staple in battle rap, and I'm happy to see that he can still come in and, you know what I mean, get his feet wet in the new format of battle rap. You know what I mean? So that's pretty dope, bro.
But they don't look at him as the king in that type battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta know, like I just say, man, like we could have had our own battle league. Just like
years ago,
with our own style. You know what I'm saying? Like how we Ben was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that would have showed who the bars was. That'll show, I mean, a lot of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Other than a joke, like you see guys now, you can look at an England battle league, and they all funny as shit. Like I be over here, like I watch some English shit. I don't know what they saying. They have the craziest accents. And that should be funny as shit.
It's a battle. I saw a battle league like that. Joint had to be like the Philippines or something. Like I ain't understand shit they were saying.
Yeah.
But that shit is definitely, it's grown, man. That shit is it's a worldwide thing now, and that's why I'm happy that Philly is kind of coming back. You know what I mean, with certain guys that are making a name for themselves, like Reed Dollars. You know what I mean? Even though he's from Norristown, I still, you know what I mean, you still claim Bill Collector. You got Easy doing this thing. You got Prezi doing this thing. Feast to Beast, Top Floor Loot, News. There's a bunch of niggas from Philly that's really, you know what I mean, holding their own and making a name for themselves out of Philly. Because before that, especially before that, all niggas really had from Philly as far as battle rap was maybe E-Ness. You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted. To me, and I don't know why, to me, E-Ness is one of the legends out here as far as battle rap, just for his longevity and his ability to stay hot so long. Like E-Ness is on his LeBron James shit right now as far as battle rapping. You know what I mean?
E-Ness is one of the guys that could adapt to that shit. And I'm not even a Ness fan, but like I was a Cassidy guy, man. Like I love Cassidy. And I don't like how they be treating Cass like in his young. Like, I mean, like Cass.
I mean,
I don't think Jay-Z would have touched him. If Jay-Z would have got in front of Cass that day that he battled Freeway,
it might have been a problem for him.
Jay-Z would have lost, man.
It might have been a problem for him. I ain't gonna say he would have lost, but it might have been a problem for him. Because Cassidy was in that back then.
Yo,
them Power 99 joints, like
what? Bro. Oh, that was before my time. But
yo, them freestyles on the radio and all that, like
that
Cassidy was
He used to be talking some shit that is like, what the fuck? Like, who is this person? And I wasn't like my homie Merc brother, he put me on Cass because I was fucking with Petey Crack. I was a heavy state property boy, you know what I'm saying? I like the Petey Crack and shit. But niggas, he was like, man, this nigga Cassidy. I started listening to Cass. I said, oh my God, this nigga, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I mean? Like, but they be playing with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want them to be playing with Philly like we sweet. You know what I mean? Like,
niggas know though. Like, that's the whole thing. I don't know if you saw the boy Daylight just battled damn Prezi, what's boy name, man? I forgot his fucking name because he trashed. The UFC fighter boy. But him and they had to face off, him and Daylight. And Main Man made the platform where battle rappers can make their own money and all that. But shout out to him for that. But he appreciate you, Miss Traumatose. Make sure y'all hit that like button. But he look, Prezi said Hov would have lost bad if he was in front of Cass back then.
Yeah, that shit would have been bad for him.
He set this shit up, this battle up with Daylight, and you know what I mean. And they did the face off, and Cassidy host the face off. And the way Main Man was talking, at a certain point, it stopped looking like a Daylight and him battle. Prezi, what's boy name, man? I forget his name, but it stopped looking like a him in Daylight Battle. I mean, what you call it? Face Off, and it started looking like a Cassidy and Bull Face Off. So it's like niggas really don't give Cassidy his credit that much until he get in. Like Cassidy really can end a nigga career type shit. You know what I mean? Even at the age he is now.
But like I say, in everything you gotta have a
King Bao, that's boy name. King Bao versus Daylight, and I heard that battle was trash, or the stream was trash. But anyway, yeah, him and King Bao. If you ain't seen it, Hondow, I'm not sure. Look up the Daylight and King Bao
I got
face off, and look that Cassidy funny as shit.
Yeah, he funny.
Let me tell you, Cassidy funny. That face off. After we get off this interview, go on YouTube and look up the King Bao Daylight face off. Cassidy funny as shit in that face off, man.
Cassidy is funny as shit. Period, man. That
nigga had me crying in that joint.
Yeah, though he like a more serious Quilly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he like a more serious Quilly, but like people don't understand. People don't know about the cast before the hotel class. Feel me? Like they don't know.
Yeah.
So if you don't know about if you don't know about it's Cassidy, I get rocked like a boat when you go fishing. Hey, yo, listen, I'm the general like toast chicken.
Yeah.
If you don't know about that cast, and you only hear of the hotel cast, you're gonna be like, he ain't no fucking battle rapper. You understand?
Right.
So they don't realize this cast. He would have been over Lil Wayne if he fucking would have came out with that battle rap shit, or not even battle rap shit, them freestyle mixtape shit, instead of the hotel shit. And
you know like if Cass would have came out with some no ceilings type shit like Wayne did,
exactly,
and just was killing mainstream beats that was hot at the moment.
That, or if he did songs like how 50 came out. 50 ain't come out with no nut ass flashy type shit.
First time I heard 50 was how he was talking about robbing niggas. How you rob this artist and that artist.
Yeah, my first time hearing it was like in the club and that type shit. I mean, Wangster, but they was gangster songs. I mean, in the club,
they still was.
Yeah. Songs was "You Wanna Come," like he was on some Pretty Boy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they not respecting the bars. And
they even had him on the who was that? Was that Ron Isley on the Big Business joint? I got a large house with a dog house in my backyard.
He didn't go in crazy on that though.
Right.
He didn't go in like he was supposed. That song had Jadakiss on it. That was a really original Jadakiss song.
Right.
That song, because Jadakiss got like 4 verses. He got a song with 4 verses. That had Jadakiss on there, Snoop Dogg on there, Baby on there. You gotta realize the type of song that is. That type of song is what Jay-Z do. Because you see Jay-Z stay on top because when everybody else is on top of their game, he'll do a track with them. I don't care if it's a promoter, a rap. I mean, not promoter.
I wouldn't say Jay-Z do that. I would say more Drake do that because Jay-Z is still hard. Like, whose song have you heard Jay-Z on in a minute?
I'm talking
about back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pimpin', when he was on Big Pimpin', Neptunes, all that type shit. Not the old Jay-Z.
Right.
I mean, R. Kelly, you know. But that song right there had everybody in one. It had the West Coast on it. R&B motherfucker old head on there. You had the New York motherfucker Jadakiss on there. You had Snoop Dogg, West Coast. You had down south Baby. You know what I'm saying? It had everybody on that joint at once. He should have snapped on there and he was the new nigga. And you got Swiss Beats promoting that shit for you. You know what I mean? That shit would he was supposed to go crazy on there. He also had songs with the General John. He was on a song with that was with Nas and Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he had the joint with Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he put out some bullshit when he was. I mean, like I don't know if it was his choice, but
I mean, it's still because everybody remember that line though. I mean, even my dog house got a backyard, and I understand. Like, he could have went harder.
But that was the only line that was really hot that joint.
Right.
I remember the whole joint, like, and
he could have had something better on there to make him. But you never know how that shit worked. You know how that industry shit is, man. I don't think that might have not been his first verse that he laid for that track. You know what I mean? They could have went back, yo, yeah, give him something else, man. You went too hard on that joint. Give him something light. You know what I mean? But just because of the niggas that's on there, because it ain't like Snoop is extra lyrical. It damn sure ain't like Baby is extra lyrical. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This ain't really go hard on that, John.
So you know what I mean? So I definitely understand. So getting back to your shit, like you was in a group called Swagger Gang or something like that.
Yeah, that's what Merc and Sam and shit.
Tell me more about that shit, man. How did that come about? I know you and Merc, you know what I mean? Y'all know each other from being from the same hood up Albany and everything else. But how was that and how did that end up happening? And
we all grew up with each other, you know what I'm saying? Merc was older though, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in 9th grade in Albany High, right? And this was before I rapped, this was before Sam rapped, you know what I'm saying? Merc was the only motherfucker that rapped. And I used to go up there and niggas used to hate me. Like I used to be on some type like shit like you can ask Sign, like you know what I mean, motherfuckers used to hate me because I used to play all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you know I used to play all day. I'll come near you and fucking just start tickling you, do some nut shit to you. You know what I mean? I come near you, start poking you, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But on Ani High, you know what I mean? I used to be like it used to be rappers up there, and Merc graduated that year. I mean, he graduated the year before he graduated when I was going in high school, so he wasn't there. But
he graduated. You going into your freshman year, he was graduating.
Yeah, so he wasn't there that year. You know what I'm saying? So I used to it was motherfuckers that was there, and I used to be like, yeah, man, like my man Merc, he'll fuck y'all up. You know what I mean? He'll battle. You know what I mean? And he'll come and battle. You know what I'm saying? Look, see, I told you. Look,
Sign to my, he play all fucking day.
I used to be like, yo, man, Merc gonna come. And he gonna battle y'all. Like I used to set the battles up with Merc. I mean, I had him battle. I don't know if y'all know the nigga Bam that got killed. That used to be with Ab. Well, he used to hang with Ab and shit like right before he got killed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I had him battle with him. It was a bunch of Logan niggas. You know what I mean? I had him battling shit, and I used to be like, yo, man, like this nigga hotter than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this was like in 04. That wasn't 04. So like I used to have him battle motherfuckers all day long. You know what I'm saying? So he been with motherfucking rapping. Then Sam started rapping on the fucking We Run the Streets DVDs and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he was getting his buzz up, but I was always rapping, but niggas ain't helped me or put me on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember times I was in the studio with Meech. You know what I mean? I was in the studio with him when he did the Meek Mill Bloodhound Behind Me Thirsty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was in the studio when he made that joint. Me, Sam, Merc, Oskino, fucking O'Malley.
You talking about the what was it, the Trey Pound Crack Crime, Meek Millie Bloodhound. Yeah.
Niggas don't even know he freestyled that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I was in the studio with him. ARF, he must have got sent that track because he wasn't at the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you know what I mean? And like we was all supposed to do some shit, you know what I'm saying? But niggas wasn't gonna put me on the track, you know what I'm saying? Like Merc and Sam, they never co-signed me for like getting on the track, you know what I'm saying, with nobody. The night one night I was in the studio, we was at Back Cave with It Game, Garcia and all of them, you know what I'm saying? And they did a track with Merc and Sam and Garcia and all of them. That's when they had a crazy ass buzz back then. And they ain't look out for me and say, yo, my man right here, right? I mean, let him get on some shit. Like I always been hot, you know what I'm saying? But like my way, like I had to make my own.
What made you like, did you ever think about like, wondering why they never maybe advocated for you to be on the track or anything like that? Like
no, because a lot of people don't understand when they got the wave, once your homies and them got the wave, y'all wave will last longer. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So if you don't got no plan and if you don't know about you having a wave and you got the wave right now, you only worried about your wave, feel me? So like one of Sam's tracks that hit the radio, me, Sam, Hollow Man got a track. To this day, I still got the track to this day. That shit was like in 06. Matter of fact, it was like 07. Sam was like 16, I was 17. And I got some stories for days, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. But
that's what we're here for. Fuck that. I want to hear him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in the studio with me, Hollow Man, Willie, Because Hollow and Quilly used to hang with each other back in the day. I don't know if you remember. They used to have a lot of songs together. You know what I mean? This was around that time. That was like in 07. You know what I'm saying? So we in the studio, me, Hollow Man, and Sam did a track together. And that track never came out. That would have got my buzz up. But me and Sam did a track together too. It's called Here We Go. So I don't know if you know the boy Charlie Heats. He ended up getting signed to Kanye West. It was making beats for Kanye West and shit. I mean,
right.
Let me see what's but he ended up picking his beat. We put him on. Well, Sam put him on, but the song that me and Sam did, Sam cut me out the song and made another verse of he put another verse on there, and that song hit the radio. But he did that because the nigga Jim Gotti, I think that's his name, Gotti, they used to hang with ARX.
All right.
He told him to cut me out the verse, and he was gonna get it played on Cosmic Cab shit, and he got it played on Cosmic Cab shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he knew.
So he never talked to you about it. You just heard the shit, and it was like, damn, he cut me off.
Oh, just cut me off. I mean, like, he just cut me off. But I don't know if the nigga Gotti knew that he was my man or whatever. He probably just thought I was a nigga that I was just on the track with or whatever the case may be. But even still, so he's like, I mean, like the joint's still hot. Like my joint's that one of the fucking raps I spit against K Walker was that rap that I spit in 07 with him. You know what I'm saying? So like it wasn't like the rap was ash, you know what I'm saying? But when people was only focused on themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's how I mean, like you only focus on yourself, it don't really matter, you know what I mean?
I mean, because that's even that shit is a conversation because you know what I mean, like I've seen that happen, you know what I'm saying, where people be like, look, man, cut them off this track, put another verse on there, and, you know what I mean, or put another hook on there or whatever. I've seen it happen, and I've seen people have conversations with they because you have certain relationships. At least me personally, I think music is better when you and the other artist that's featured on the track have some sort of kind of friendship or relationship where y'all can, you know what I mean, kind of know each other and have a little chemistry. So if like me and you on a track and certain people come to me and be like, look, man, we're gonna get this joint on the radio, but right now we think you should put another verse on there. But I'm gonna come to you and be like, look, we just gonna make our joint on the remix. They trying to get our shit on the radio. You know what I mean? Of course you're gonna come with me, but let's get this joint popping first, then we can drop the remix with you on. You know what I mean? There's certain ways you go about things, so I understand how you feel.
No, it was never no hard feelings. Like because I told you I never took rap serious, man. Like I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean,
so Rock Boy, he had a question. He said, "How you and Sam relationship is now?"
I mean, I told the Sam. Crazy part is, I wrote him today and asked. We don't talk. We don't really talk. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote him today. I asked him, did he do that? I asked him, did he do the? Where is that shit? The 48-hour joint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You talking about what's my Johnny Mac type shit? Huh? Yeah, you talking about the Johnny Mac joint?
Yeah, I wrote him on Facebook and shit. You know what I'm saying, and that's, I mean, like, I just wrote him on Facebook. He ain't write back to me yet, but he gonna write back.
No, I dig it. So
we don't be talking like how we used to talk. Like when I was booked, we had like a little fallout. You know what I'm saying? Like he think I did something. You know what I mean, I'm telling him I ain't do it. I think he did something. He telling me, I mean, whatever the case may be. I mean, just like we ain't seeing eye to eye right now. Feel me?
So y'all just had a misunderstanding.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, you know how that shit go. Feel me? Like it ain't no shit like when I see him is on site and none of that type shit. When I see him, I'm gonna smack him or all that type shit. No, it ain't that deep. Feel me?
Right.
I mean, I told him what it was. He told me what it was. I mean, I told him it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Feel me?
So, the Swagger gang, like, how did that fall apart? Like, what happened with that? Y'all get 3 hot ass rappers, in a group together. Did y'all have tracks together, or did y'all just call yourself the group and y'all all were individual artists? Like, how did that work out?
We just was niggas that knew each other, that just rap and hang with each other basically every day.
Okay, so it wasn't like y'all were actually like a group, like y'all wasn't like the Migos where y'all had
no, it was like
several tracks together.
No, it wasn't, not to me. You know what I'm saying? Like once I started getting my wage, I mean, now niggas like niggas that do tracks with, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I mean, like shit like that. But I never looked at it that way. You know what I'm saying, like, 'cause I didn't mind. I mean, I don't give. Like, for one, I never charged anybody to do a track. If you want to fucking do a track, just set up the fucking studio time. I'll do that shit. Feel me?
Right.
Even now, if somebody want to do a track, nigga, I'll write that shit. Come on, let's do that shit. You just gotta set the studio time up. I'm not paying for the studio time. So, I mean, you just pay for the studio time and get that shit done. But it's like with us, I mean, we definitely got songs. I think we got songs together, like not songs, but like freestyles together and shit like that. I mean, me and Sam got a bunch of freestyles together. Well, we got a few freestyles together. You know what I'm saying? We got like 6 songs together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All them songs crazy on other people's beats and shit like that. I mean, but Slayer game was more like fucking Merc and Sam. It wasn't Merc, Sam, and Hondow. Feel me?
Yeah. So look, man, we having a little technical difficulty, man. Internet moving slow right now, but bear with us. But so you and Sam had y'all falling out. Y'all really don't speak like y'all used to, man. What about you and Merc? You and Merc, y'all had any falling outs or any situations?
I had
How y'all relationship?
I had to tune Merc up, man.
Oh, y'all had a rumble?
Yeah, I done put hands and feet on his man, all that.
Oh man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit. I don't got my old Instagram no more, but I did have the videos on my old phone. But
Right.
I just was out in New York yesterday. I left my phone out in New York with some little shorty crib, and I gotta get that joint back. So next time, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna show you the video. I'm gonna send you the video and all that.
Yeah, we gonna have you back on here, man. We gotta have you back on here.
Matter of fact, I heard when Merc was battling Frankie with the grippers going, Frankie's my guy too. I fuck with Frankie.
Shout out to Gorilla, man. That's my guy, man. I love Frank.
Me and Frankie been rocking since 09, before I ain't even had a little rap buzz and all that shit. But Frank, I heard Frankie posted up the video when I fucked him up and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
for the battle and all that good shit.
Yeah, I heard about that shit. Like I heard about he posted that shit up. You know what I mean? So I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah.
So, damn, man, I ain't know you and me, man. I mean, I had to squabble like that.
Yeah,
but
I put my hands off. I busted his face all open and all that, man. That shit wasn't right, man. But that nigga, I mean, you just talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you feel like y'all can never reconcile, or have y'all ever reconciled, talked it out already? And
I mean, I embarrassed him on camera and fucking posted that shit. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I say I watch what I do. Like, that's why I said, like, with me and Sam, it ain't much of a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's between me and him. With Merc, he was talking crazy behind my back to other people. You feel me? So it's not between me and him. Now you brought other people and something. So it's not like, I mean, you didn't come to me and apologize. You didn't say anything, none of that type shit. So now when I see you, I'm going to see you. I'm going to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about loyalty and all that shit at the end of the day. Feel me? So it's like, I ain't no tough guy, none of that type shit, but I stand on what's righteous and what's not. Feel me? And some things some things is honorable and some things is not. It's dishonorable. Feel me?
Like, I definitely understand. I ain't gonna lie, you fucked me up on camera. Yeah, relationship is over with, bro. You go your way, I'm going mine.
Everybody think like I had motherfuckers laughing at him. Like everybody seemed like I don't know if you know Little Man. Little Man that was with Cheek Raw and shit.
Yeah, I remember Little Man. Damn, I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, Little Man, that's my guy. Little Man is my guy too.
Yo, I forgot about Little Man. Yo, damn.
Yeah. Like Little Man, I was talking to Little Man. I was like, we was talking and shit. I was
Little Man from up Germany, I think, something like that.
He from Erie.
Okay, but I remember Little Man from being around, like, you know, up top of Hocking, and you know what I mean.
He originally from Erie, but you know, Cheek Raw, they like this. That's his brother-in-law.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's his sister baby dad. Cheek Raw. Right. He was telling me, like, I was telling him, like, yeah, I'll be around this thing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We talking, busting it up and all that type of shit. So I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I had to put hands. He asked me, no Merc. I said, yeah, nigga. I said, that was my man. But I said, I had to put hands on him. Like, he was talking crazy and all that shit. He was like, he was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I posted that shit all on the gram, busted shit all up. He was like, I seen that video. I was like, yeah. He was like, man, Cheek showed me that video. So it's like, everybody seen that video. A lot of motherfuckers seen that shit, and that shit was embarrassing.
What actually led up to you having to put hands and feet on him then? He was talking bad about you, bad mouthing you?
Yeah, he was talking crazy about me. So I'm like, yo, man, like when I see you, like I got booked in 2018. This little bitch got me booked in 2018, right?
Okay.
And I was on the news. The bitch said fucking raped her, held her at gunpoint and all that other type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
they booked me for that shit, and I hear a whole bunch of shit like being circled around and all that shit. Only person I was talking to that knew my whole situation was Sam. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a motherfucker on TV, you like, oh, that nigga going down forever. Feel me? Like that nigga did that shit, he's going down forever. So now you get to say anything you want to say because you think I'm going down forever. You know what I'm saying? So words getting back to me, who saying shit, who doing shit, who talking crazy, all types of shit. Feel me? So because they don't know I'm coming home. That's like when a dead person die, you can talk all the shit you want to say about the motherfuckers. Or that nigga was a motherfucker's nut anyway, feel me? But when he in front of his face, you ain't gonna say none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I hear all this shit, you know what I mean, going around saying this and that. They don't know nothing about the situation or nothing. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about the bitch, who the bitch was, none of that type shit.
Right.
But only person that knew I was coming home was Sam. That's it. You know what I mean? But I hear all this type shit, and then I come home on my gram. I see all this shit.
So when did you come home from that incident in 2018? How long was you gone?
December, I was booked for like 5.5 months in 2018 for that shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I basically, motherfuckers counted me out, period. Not knowing nothing. They just seen me on a fucking TV. On the TV, they said 3 times a day, all types of shit. Feel me?
Right.
So they don't know nothing. So they talk, oh yeah, he's a fucking out of pocket rapist. He been on nut shit. He's a motherfucking nut ass nigga. This was Merk. This was I hear Merk and other niggas is saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
oh wow.
So niggas be on that time. I mean, niggas was on that time not knowing nothing. So word get back to me. Then I come home. I see all this shit on my gram because they not going to erase nothing. And they don't think I'm coming home. Feel me?
Right,
so
right.
It's all up there. I'm still tagged in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't know none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit's still there. So I'm looking at shit. I'm like, all right, when I catch him, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get these niggas, man. I'm going to get them. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga wrote me on my page. I posted like a selfie. That shit I got like fucking 1,000 likes and fucking like 500 comments. Motherfuckers like, yo, you home? Yeah, nigga, I'm home. Fuck you think? What the fuck you mean I'm not home? Yeah, nigga, I'm fuck home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so, hold up. You hear me, Hondow?
Yeah.
This shit acting goofy right now. This shit skipping.
I'm like, skipping?
No, not you. It's more on my end, man.
Let me know when you're ready. Hey, Meech.
All right, I'm back, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you look clear now anyway.
Yeah, man. This shit back and goofy the whole time, man. But yeah, so they were just speaking bad on your name pretty much.
Yeah.
While you was away and not around pretty much to defend yourself.
Exactly. And not knowing what's the situation. I told you the only person I was calling, only nigga I was calling, because if I go to jail, I got all bitches on my phone list. Feel me? And only nigga I call when I have a nigga on my phone list just to make 3-ways and shit for me. Feel me?
Right.
So, Dan was my guy that I was calling. I mean, make the 3-ways for me, whatever the case may be. I even had bitches do that shit too, but like he the only nigga that knew my situation. Like he didn't know the bitch coming up, all this other type shit. He know I'm coming home, all this other type shit. I'm just waiting to come home. So it was like when I touched down, he fucking I live in my I posted a selfie. He said, "Damn, bro, you home? Welcome home, bro." I said, "I'm gonna get you." Like, I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna get you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You told him?
Yeah, I told him right then and there. Like
You
you
said
told me
this was on the gram or what?
this
Or
was
he
on the
called you?
comments. Yeah, on my comments. I said, man, damn, no, you was talking crazy. Like, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying, what you mean? What you mean, bro? Like, what you mean? What I mean? Like, you talking crazy on my fucking name? Like, I'm not like this ain't that. Like, I heard, I done seen every fucking thing. Like, this ain't that. I'm gonna get you. When I
Right.
see you, I'm gonna get you. So, like, around then, I was in the best shape of my motherfucking life, fucking working out every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I started working out every day. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't working out in jail and shit, but I started working out every day.
Right.
And fucking, Merc is a little big guy, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm smaller, but a guy that works out compared to a guy that don't work out is a little, got a better advantage. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke, drink, none of that type shit. So I'm moving, I move good and feel good. I coordinated when I was walking up the block to go see some bitch I know, and fucking it was a coincidence. I'm not even in my hood. I'm not in his hood. It's in Germantown. Walking up the block. Look, I see right here. I see fucking Merc. I said, damn. I said, what's up? I said, what's up with you? Like, what's up? He was like, what's up, bro? I said, man, throw your shit up, man. Like, we started rumbling right then and there. I fucked him up. And then I pulled out my fucking camera and recorded his ass. He was with niggas. I didn't even know the niggas. I mean, I'm by myself. I said, I'm going to see bitch. And fucking, like, that's how that shit happened.
I mean, respect to them. They let y'all get y'all one off because it could have been some nut ass niggas that tried to do some jumping shit. You know what I mean? And all that dumb shit. So, I mean, respect to them niggas. They let y'all get y'all 1v1 off and all that good shit. You know what I mean? Damn, yeah. So the days after that, like, did he try to reach out to you? Did he talk shit?
No, out of that, I was on some. I'm not on no Oskino trolling shit. You know what I mean? But I'll be wanting to do that type shit because Oskino troll and he a troll
heavy.
for 2 months straight. You know what I mean? He didn't say the same. He a troll for 2 months straight. Like
when him and Neef had issues, he was trolling heavy.
No, he probably still talking about that Neef shit. Probably like real red. But I know if you troll long like that, it'll drain people out and have people not want to look at you and listen to what you're saying and all that type shit. So you don't want to tire people out. But I wanted to keep posting the video. You know what I'm saying? So I post that shit probably like once every 2 weeks and shit like that. I mean, like, not tagging, like, never forget. You know what I mean? Your kids going to see this. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Feel me?
Right.
So when I'm on some shit, I mean, I'll be on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't be really caring about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So, speaking of your case and everything else, do you mind speaking on that, or like what happened with that situation and why Shorty felt like it was cool to sit there and lie on you like that, or you know what I mean? What happened with that?
No, listen, man. Like, I fucking tell this story fucking to mostly every fucking female I talk to. You know what I mean? Like, to everybody that don't know me or ever heard of the situation, whatever the case may be.
Right. And you could potentially help somebody, man, not put themselves in that situation.
Yeah, but some people just so stupid and don't realize. Just now, I was just facing. The judge said, "If you lose this case, I'm gonna give you 25 to 50 years." Feel me?
Damn.
Well, the judge said, "If you lose this case, I'm gonna give you 25 to 50 years if you pick a jury."
Right.
And some people don't understand. If I'm fucking home right now, what makes you think I did anything? Dig me?
Right.
So it's like, motherfucker, like some people don't have common sense, and you have to explain the whole story to them and all that type shit. And some people don't know the justice system. You know what I'm saying? Because I just found out yesterday when I was coming back from New York. Little shorty, she was telling me, she was like, I don't really know too much about this dude case. Tory Lanez.
Yeah, him and Meg.
They said that Tory Lanez didn't even shoot her.
Yeah.
They said it was a female that shot her, and he got convicted of the shooting.
Right.
And he might get 10 years or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe in that justice system right there, and you think somebody innocent because of the justice system that find you guilty for shooting somebody, and they know you didn't shoot that person,
I don't think she was shot, but she might have got grazed, but I don't think she was shot.
Shot, grazed, anything. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have got locked up.
Right.
He should have never got locked up. That shit, especially if he didn't pull the trigger and another person did that.
No, I'm not saying, like, I understand they prosecuted him for the shooting, but my personal opinion is what I'm saying. I don't think he shot her. I don't think she was ever shot. Because she was just the next week after that, she was performing in open-toed shoes and dancing and all types of shit at her concert. So it's like, but that's another story for another day. So what happened, if you don't mind going into your case? Do you mind telling the story? Like, you know what I mean?
No, look, I got it. When I explain this shit, I start off from the very beginning. I mean, I start off from the very beginning, from the first case. Got to start off from the very beginning, from the first case. So, the very beginning, the first case, we was arguing for like fucking. All right, she was a bitch that I always had a girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a girlfriend for when I was battling K Walker. That was I told you that was like in 2013, 2014.
Right.
And I had a girlfriend since then. I mean, up until like 2017.
Okay.
I mean, I had a girlfriend, and the bitch that got me booked, she was just a little bitch that was like I was just fucking on. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't give a fuck if I had a girlfriend. Like she fell for me. She fucked with me. She fucked with me, loved me, all this other type shit. You know how the type shit is. Like you fucking a little bitch, and she know you got a girlfriend, and she don't give a fuck. I mean, y'all, they might be beefing. I mean, she'll call your girlfriend, and yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking them, or your girlfriend keep calling her, whatever the case may be, and they beefing. It was that type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't like the only bitch that I was fucking with. I always was fucking a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like I was fucking a bitch since 2015. And I was fucking her for like a whole year and a half, 2 years before I even fucked her inside of a house. I was fucking her in my cars and shit. So, days before that, well, months before that, her daughter was getting touched on by her brother. You know what I mean?
The shorty you was fucking with on the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was in 2018. Months before that, like me and my old girlfriend, we broke up. You know what I'm saying? We broke up. We stopped fucking with each other. And I had a new little bitch from Jersey. I mean, that I was taking serious with. The bitch that got me booked, she was a cold whore. I would never fuck her. I mean, I would never wife her. I would just fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, everybody done fuck the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I think I seen her in one of the motherfucking battles with news and shit. With news. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody fucked the little bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, her boyfriend, her brother was touching her daughter. Her daughter was probably like 3 at the time or some shit like that. 3 or 4 or some shit at the time.
Perfect.
So I had my own crib at that time, but I had a roommate. He ended up getting killed. You know what I'm saying? The sign on. I had a roommate. Well, I was renting out a room to this guy. His name was Ward. He was sleeping on my couch because my old room, I moved into the front room and I just put all the stuff in my old room, the room that he was supposed to rent out. So the little bitch, she was her brother was touching on her daughter. I said, yo, I was like, you can't move to your dad's crib. Her dad wouldn't let her move with him. Her mom, she was staying at her mom's house. Her mom I don't think her mom believed her or whatever the case may be that her daughter was doing.
That brother was doing it.
Yeah.
That's
so
fucked up, yeah.
I said, so what about your friend that you always hang out with? She was like, no, I can't move with her. She was like, then I was like, what about your baby father? She was like, I don't want to tell my baby father because he might do something to my brother or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, all right, man. She was like, Hondy, she used to call me Hondy. She was like, Hondy, the only person I can move with, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So I was like, all right, you can have the basement. I mean, whatever the case may be. My basement wasn't fixed up. So she was like, I want to go in the back room. That's where I was renting the room out to the guy. But the back room was messed up. He was sleeping on the sofa. So she come move in there. I'm on the phone, my little Jersey bitch. I'm explaining that shit to her. She's like, yo, man, like, fuck that little girl. Like, why you letting this bitch move in with you? Like, fuck that little girl. So I'm like, man, it's a little girl. Like, I mean, fuck it. I mean, like, if she getting touched on, like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I ain't fucking her. I mean, I was fucking her, but I was telling the bitch, like, I wasn't fucking her and shit. You know what I'm saying? The bitch didn't give a fuck. Like, she know I always had other bitches.
Right.
So, fucking, she ended up cleaning that room out. It
was more so for the little girl than the chick you was fucking with. Right.
Yeah, I could have been had the bitch move in with me. Right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But she ended up cleaning up the room. I told her not to clean out the room for Main Man. I mean, the room and Main Man was supposed to be staying in, because I said If you clean that room out, he gonna want to stay in there. Like
Right.
handle the basement. You can have the basement. You got your own entrance and all that type shit in there.
Right.
Like, all right, whatever. I mean, she moved in there. She ended up cleaning that motherfucking room out. What main man do? Move right in that motherfucking room. You know what I'm saying? So
Because that's his room.
yes, because that's his motherfucking room. I mean, so I told her, I said, I told you not to do that. I told you he was gonna stay in there. I'm not telling this boy none of that type shit. You know what I mean? She's like, man, I don't want nobody. I don't want to be. I don't want my daughter sleeping in the room with you and me and all that other stuff. I said, bitch, I don't even be here. Like my bitch out in Jersey. Like I was like, you know, I don't even be here. And when you stayed here the other night, I slept on this fucking sofa. But that don't even matter, bitch. I done fuck you while your fucking daughter was in a fucking room. I mean, was in a fucking bed with us before, bitch. Like, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the bitch is a trifling whore. So she ended up leaving. You know what I mean? She ended up leaving. We only was there probably for like a week. She ended up leaving. You know what I mean? Going back to our mom's crib, whatever the case may be. And we started beefing. We started beefing and shit. And I exposed the situation on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And I exposed that shit all on Instagram. And she came over my crib. We ended up talking and shit. She came over my crib. We went to fucking Olive Garden. And then we went to it was the first time we ever went out anywhere public.
Right.
After 3 years of me knowing this bitch. So I know her in 15. After 3 years of me knowing this bitch, this is the first time we ever went anywhere public. She used to work at Fridays. I don't know if she still do, but she used to work at Fridays and shit. And me and Sam and everybody used to go get free food, use the bitch, and shit like that. So we went to the fucking mall. She was like, this is gonna be our last time. I mean, we're gonna fucking do everything for our last time and all that shit. So I'm like, all right, say no more. We end up leaving all that shit. We come back to my crib. We fucking and all this other type shit. We end up fucking. So we end up going to sleep, whatever the case may be. I think I woke up and I seen her in my phone. Like, I don't give a fuck, like the bitch in my phone, whatever the case may be. But she always was on my phone. Like, it don't really matter because she never was my girl. She know I always had bitches. So she be on my phone. But then I seen her like trying to hit some bitch up. Some bitch I was just started talking to. I went to elementary school with the bitch. And I sent the bitch probably like a $20 cash check for like lunch or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I still got that shit on my phone, in my emails and shit. I got so I ended up sending the bitch like a $20 cash check, and the bitch seen it, and she started trying to fucking he started trying to hit the bitch up. You know what I'm saying? She started trying to hit the bitch up, and matter of fact, here it go right here. The little $15 cash check. Huh?
Yeah, a little $15.
Yeah. So she like, you never sent me no money and all this other type shit. Like, you must really like this bitch and all that. I'm like, where this shit coming from? You know what I'm saying? So we start arguing and fighting and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I fucking we start arguing and fighting. I ain't gonna lie, I grabbed her and all that type shit. And the bitch in my phone, then she fucking up shit with me and my other bitches. And then like, this is my new bitch, and I stopped really fucking with my Jersey bitch. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
And so somebody you really like, now you drawing.
No, this is not even nobody I really like. This is somebody that I went to elementary school with, and she was nice as shit. And we had a nice little vibe for like our first 2 days, 3 days, or whatever.
So it's more of you like, you about to fuck up. Like, I'm trying to deal with it, but we also got a friendship.
Exactly.
You're not gonna fuck up my friendship. All right. I feel you.
And she was supposed to come over that day instead of her. That's who was supposed to come over that day instead of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really putting work with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So he was hitting the bitch up. I'm like, yo, bitch, get off my motherfucking phone, all this other shit. So we in there fighting and all that shit. So now she offering me, she offering to suck my dick and all that shit. So I'm like, no, because I'm not hard. Like, we fighting, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. So like, come on, honey, like, you suck your dick. Come on, let me suck your dick. Like, I don't want to do this, all this other type shit. We ain't like, let's stop fighting and all this other shit. So I'm like, no. So I end up letting her suck my dick and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I still wasn't hard. So no, real shit. I end up starting like that.
I got you, but go ahead.
Like, and then fucking, and then we end up trying to fuck, but my dick still wasn't motherfucking hard. But I'm trying to fuck this bitch and shit. So I just stopped, and then I just lay down and fucking go to sleep. Hold on, cause I got this other paperwork right here that show that this was my this was from my discovery. It said look, it said I don't know if you can read it. Can you read it? It say then after that.
Yeah,
When,
and then after that, that's when
did you give him oral sex? She said yes.
Yeah.
She said, did he ejaculate at that point? No.
Right.
I wasn't hard. Hold on,
right.
Because I wasn't hard in that shit. So we I went to sleep. Next thing I know, like I wasn't in a deep sleep. Next thing I know, this was like 3 in the fucking morning. The bitch put her clothes on, like she put her clothes on and shit. I'm not worrying about that shit. Bitch put her clothes on and shit. And she stormed out she stormed out my room door. So I'm looking, it's 3 in the morning. I looked out my window, my front window, and I see fucking cops right there. I see the cop lights and shit. And fucking so she ran down the steps and she said, he got a gun in there. And ran past the cops. I don't got no clothes on, none of that shit. I hurried up and closed. I ran down the steps. I hurried up and closed my door. And fucking cops was at my motherfucking door. It was only like 2 cops at my door. So if you look on a news article, not news article, you look online and see it's a man raped girlfriend at held girlfriend at gunpoint and barricaded.
I remember seeing this shit at the time, man. I like first thing I did was call Prezi.
Yeah, so
I saw that shit. I was at work. I remember that shit.
Yeah, so you see that, right? And the crazy part is, I'll tell you more about that shit. So you see that, they said I barricaded myself all in the crib and all that shit. Like how they make it sound, it made it sound like that shit was real, super duper bad. Feel me?
Right.
Like, it was some shit like, yeah, I'm not going to fuck outside. There's a fucking million cops that fuck outside and fucking.
You a black man.
Yeah, and I'm a motherfucking black man, and like. There's a motherfucking million cops out there. So I had the roommate boy was in my fucking crib. He was in my house. You know what I'm saying? And fucking he like, yo, what's going on? I said, me and the bitch was fighting and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know it was to the extent she said I raped her. You feel me?
Right.
So
you thought it was just like she called the cops on you because y'all was fighting and you wouldn't fuck her no more.
Exactly. So I'm thinking they gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna leave. No, more cops came.
Yeah.
More cops came and then more cops came. This shit was fucking flooded with the whole fucking, probably had 3 bitches. Yeah. So they had the big ass light up on my window and they knew somebody was in the house. So I'm like, this is too much for like just a little domestic dispute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they fucking, they had me in the, no, I was in the house. So I'm still like this shit is like, I'm thinking they gonna leave. Fucking, they end up kicking my. I'll end up hiding somewhere. They end up kicking the motherfucker. No, I called the bitch. I said, yo, what the fuck you tell these people? He said, man, you fucking raped me and all this other shit. I said, what? Bitch, you tripping?
Right.
So
I don't got rape you like.
Exactly. So I end up going underneath. I end up hiding underneath one of my in the basement in my steps, thinking that the cops were gonna get me. They end up kicking my door and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, they end up getting me. They end up getting me. When I come out, I'm cuffed up and all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the news and all that shit is out there, whatever the case may be. I wasn't paying none of that shit no attention because this is like 4 or 5, no, it was like 6 in the morning at this time. The light was starting to come out. So it was like 6 in the morning at this time. I'm not paying attention about no news because I never seen nothing about no news. I never was on the news and none of that type shit before.
Right.
So, I just seen a whole bunch of fucking cops. It was SWAT motherfuckers. It was a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Like, they came out.
In their defense, they don't have no choice but to believe Shorty. You know what I mean? A girl come out saying you barricaded, you in the crib, you're not coming out because I wouldn't have came out either because y'all probably would have tried to kill me like I did you.
Yeah. So who knows that they most likely because when I heard her say that he had a gun, you know what I'm saying? He had a gun. They probably thought I had a gun, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So
did they find a gun?
I never had a gun. I never even got charged with a gun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I never had a gun. I guess she just said that I don't know what the fuck she said that for.
Right.
So I never had a gun. You can ask Son and all them, have they even seen me ever in my life with a gun? Period. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get my charger.
So once again, man, this is the Gas Chamber Battle League, man. And your boy Meech Castro, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We do this shit every Wednesday. Next week I'm gonna have me another guest to be announced later on in the week. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate everybody who tune in with me every week. Mrs. Traumatos, man, shout out to you. Shout out to Sign for setting this thing up. You always been looking out for Hondow and Prezi, you know what I mean? Been a good dude, man, since I met you. Rock Boy, shout out to you. You always tuning in. And shout out to just everybody that's tuning in, that's rocking with us, man. Make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on YouTube. Hit the like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, what's up, man? I appreciate y'all. We're in here with Hondow this week. He's telling us how he was falsely accused of raping a female and holding her against her will at gunpoint. The police never even found the gun. Before we end the interview, we're gonna get into Hondow's music and you know what I mean, what he got on the way, and you know what I mean, all that good stuff. We already talked about, you know what I mean, his history coming up in Philly and rapping with artists like Santos and Merc. He was in a group with them, and how they individually had they fallen outs. Him and Sam, him and Merc, one worse than the other. But yeah, man. So whenever you go ahead, man, finish your all right, so they book you, they put you in the joint, take you down to the precinct.
Yeah, so they booked me. They took me to I think they took me to like area, some shit like that, because I think that's where they SVU shit at, right?
Right.
So they took me to SVU shit. I was there for a long time. Then they took me downtown.
What's a long time? How long was you down there? Was you, like,
I don't even know, man. That shit probably like 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So they took me there. They don't process you there or none of that shit. They just take you there. You just be there, I guess.
Right. Maybe they want to interview you, whatever, before they take you to the roundhouse.
I guess. I don't know, but I never got interviewed in anything.
Oh, wow. So they just had you sitting in there.
Yeah, I just sat there. So they took me to the roundhouse. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying in the roundhouse. And
for those who don't know, y'all not from Philly, the roundhouse is like pretty much, I guess, headquarters downtown, where they take everybody who get booked. You process through the roundhouse downtown in Philly. That's what we always called it, the roundhouse. But you go down there and you be processed, and you know what I mean, they figure out what they're gonna do with you. But go ahead. So they take you to the roundhouse. At what point do you get interviewed?
Never got interviewed.
You never got interviewed for the situation to tell your side?
Yeah, never get interviewed. No,
wow.
Never. So this time or last time, I never got interviewed.
So what they charge you with?
That time they charged. I had at least 12 charges.
Like rape, hostage, or kidnapping, whatever you want to call it.
I think it was like false imprisonment, aggravated assault, simple assault. They charged me like 12 charges.
Okay.
IDSI, that's when you make somebody suck dick. Make them suck your dick or give them oral sex or some shit like that.
Against their will and all that. Yeah.
Against their will. Sexual assault. There was a few other more charges. I can't remember the charges. Rape. I think that's on reckless endangerment. Shit like that. Feel me?
Okay.
So they loaded them Jones up on me, right? So we gonna say we gonna probably be on air for another fucking 45 minutes. Me telling this one story though.
That's cool.
So, all right, so I go to the roundhouse. I'm laying down. You know, you tired all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I still don't know what I'm charged with. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Roundhouse guard come in there and was like, "Damn, you famous." I'm looking at him like, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. They called me in the back to read out my charge. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this bitch got me booked for some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Never got charged with. I told you, I never got charged with no gun and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I never got charged with no gun.
Because I know they tore your house up.
What? They tore my crib up. They tore my crib up. I heard. Like that's what I heard. Like I had my pictures in my discovery. They like that shit was fucked up. Like that shit was fucked up bad. You know what I'm saying? Fucking so, I end up going to CFCF. You know what I'm saying? So I called Sam. You know what I'm saying? I called Sam. I was like, yo, like this bitch tripping. He said, dog, you looking bad out here. I said, what you mean? Matter of fact, before all that, I go get processed in CFCF. The guard was like, yo, you alright? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, yo, I hope you ain't do that shit, man. I'm like, man, get out of my face. Like, he's like, man, I live around the corner, man. But that shit, what he said, I live around the corner from you, man. I seen all them cops and shit around there, man. Hope everything alright with you. I'm like, yeah, everything cool, man. I'm cool. So I end up going to quarantine. When I called Sam. You know what I mean? I called Sam and I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's up? Like, you see this bitch got me, like, this bitch, like, see what's up with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so he cause he know the bitch. So so he like, dog, you looking bad out here. Like, what you mean? He said, dog, you all on Instagram. He said, you've been on the news for he said, you've been on the news 3 times a day.
Yeah.
All day. I said, yeah. He
Nigga,
said, dog.
You was on 3, 6, and 10, nigga.
Yeah, he said, dog, he said, dog, this shit is bad. I said, what? Right. He's like, yo, this shit bad. I was like, man. So he talked to the bitch. He was like, the bitch was like, oh my God, it wasn't supposed to be like that. None of that other type shit, whatever the case may be. I ain't talked to the bitch in like fucking,
I would never talk to her again. You almost ruined my life.
Yeah, so look, listen. So I didn't talk to the bitch until after my preliminary. That was my preliminary transcripts that you just seen right there. That was one of my preliminary transcripts. Let me tell you all about that shit too. So I had sent, like, Stan was one talking to her and all that shit, whatever the case may be, and he was like trying to get her not to come to court, whatever the case may be. The bitch come to court. You know what I'm saying? So they pushed it from the preliminary. She starts saying all this other shit. She starts saying, like, I never forced myself on her. The reason why I had got the rape charge is because when a person feels threatened and they offer something, they offer sex, then that's rape. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a person is scared, like, if you fighting somebody and they say, let me suck your dick, let me fuck you, you know what I mean? Let me fuck you.
Like she did.
So yeah,
she offered that. I didn't. I told you no.
Yeah, so you can stop. You know what I mean? So you can stop the fighting, whatever the case may be. That's when it turns into rape, and that's why I got the rape charge, because she was saying that she was scared, and that's why she offered the sex. She never said I forced myself on her.
Right.
So hold on. Okay. Right here. It said, you said to him at this point, okay, you want to have sex?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yeah. To him, yes. And then he had sex with you. Yes. Intercourse, not sex. It was more like fucking. It wasn't sex at all. So that's when she said that he ejaculate. Because I wasn't trying to fuck this bitch, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to, this is the first time anybody ever seen this shit right here.
Right.
So she come to preliminary, she say all this bullshit, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. They still never dropped the recharge and all that shit. They never really, I don't know. I was just so blown out, like, man, I need to get the fuck out of jail, whatever the case may be. So after that, I called the bitch. I probably called the bitch like 2 weeks later. I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you are like this shit is like they gonna give me all this fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like some nut shit. So she like, no, I ain't want none of this shit to happen. None of this, all this type shit. I ain't want none of this shit to happen. Then she start coming to visit me. You know what I'm saying? She start coming to visit me. So she start coming to visit me. You know what I'm saying? So I love you, Hondy. Like, you just gonna be together when you get out and all this other stuff. So I'm like, man, I'm out here like, man, bitch, just don't come to fucking court. Like, you know what I'm saying? They offered me a 5 to 10 for that shit. The crazy part is about this system is, if I would have did this shit, I would have been home right now if I would have took that 5 to 10 back then. You know what I'm saying? So y'all not worrying about the crimes. Y'all worrying about convictions and other type shit and putting people's records.
But on top of that, you'd have been a sex offender. No,
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about if I actually would have did this. If somebody would have did this to my daughter, what she's saying, somebody
right.
He would have only got 5 years,
right?
5 to 10 years, and he would have been on. That happened in 2008.
Right back out to do it again.
Exactly.
Right.
So how like you only offer me they said they only offer me 5 to 10 years for that case. They said if I lose, I get 10 to 20. Well, that's what the PD said, because I had a PD at that time. Right. So they, PD came up and she was like, you got 5 to 10. I knew the bitch wasn't gonna come to court, and now the bitch coming to see me and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So she fucking I tell him, I'm like, no, I'm not biting nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I want to go head up. Because when you go head up, you get a faster court date. You know what I'm saying? You won't get no fucking long court date, whatever the case may be. So, they gave me my first court date. My first court date was like fucking 3 months. Then my other court date was like 40 days after that, and then I went home.
Okay.
So I went home. I went home, right? So I came home, got on my gram and all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be holding no hard feelings when a motherfucker make a mistake or do some type of nut shit. You know what I'm saying? I still give them the benefit of the doubt. Feel me? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't give a fuck about the bitch, but it's like, you ain't on my bad side. Feel me? Like, the shit was nutty, but you ain't on my bad side. So I still fuck with bitch. I'm still fucking the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking the bitch. She come to my crib and she see my motherfucking discovery with the what's it called? The transcripts right here I just showed you.
Who came to your crib and saw the discovery?
Huh? Yeah, the bitch came to my crib and she seen the discovery. She like, how did you get that? You know what I mean?
Oh, the one that accused you of the shit?
Yeah, she like, how did you get that? How do they give you all this stuff? I'm like, bitch,
you get all the evidence that the prosecution is going to present. That's law. But
snitches don't be knowing it, and witnesses don't be knowing that shit. You get your address, you get your I get the address, the social security number, a phone number, any fucking thing. So he ended up stealing my discovery. You know what I'm saying? She ended up stealing my discovery, taking my discovery. He stole my discovery, take my discovery, and then like we still fucking whatever the case may be. I didn't want to make it no bad. I didn't really need the discovery. Fuck, I needed a discovery for. I just got it just for the case and all that shit. Luckily, I took a picture of it. I sent it to my man, and this shit. I don't know when I sent that shit to my man and shit. Like when I came home and shit, because I was like, man, I gotta show people this shit. But I wasn't gonna expose the bitch. So I came home, and I'm still fucking the bitch.
You a better man than I am, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, so look, I came home and I'm start fucking the bitch again, right? I don't know if you know. I hit up a few people up that I heard was talking crazy on my name. So I hit up the bitch Connie. You know the bitch Connie and shit.
I think I heard that name before.
Yeah, the bitch Connie, like the gossip little bitch and shit. I hit her up.
I think I heard that name before.
Yeah, I hit her up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, bitch, like keep my name out your mouth and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? She like, I don't even know who you is and all that shit. You talking crazy. I get my motherfucking boyfriend to kill you and all this other type of shit. I'm like, all right, bitch, just keep my fucking name out your mouth. So I hit up the nigga Mirror. I don't know if you know him.
No, it's 30,000 mirrors. And what do you do?
He the gay boy that be like, man, I got all the tea and all that type shit. It's the nigga Cree Force brother.
Okay, I know Cree Force.
All right, but he do the same thing that the bitch Connie do. I mean, do all that.
Okay, so he a blogger.
Yeah. But
okay.
he was like, a lot of people looked at his shit, but I heard he posted me up and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hit him up too. I was like, yo, I said, man, keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. Like, this ain't that. Like, he said, who is you? I said, like, what you mean, who am I? Like, you posted me up. Like, I got booked. You know what I mean? He was like, I don't even know you. He was like, nigga, I said, then I explained to him, I said, nigga, I got booked like 6 months ago and all this other shit. Well, this bitch got me booked. He said, dog, I don't even fucking know you. Like, I ain't talking about you. He said, oh shit, I know who you is. Do you want to get on my live so you can talk about your situation? So I'm like, no, I ain't getting on your live. I'm not exposing the bitch. And plus, I'm still fucking the bitch. Like, I mean, so it's like, I'm still fucking her. I'm not going to get on the live and expose this bitch, right? So I'm like, no, I ain't getting on your live. He was like, yo, can you please get on my live? I'm like, no, I'm not getting on your live.
I would not do nothing with that bitch after that, man. I wouldn't even want to. It'd be hard for me not to wrap my fucking arms around me, my hands around her neck, man. Like, what? Man, are you crazy? What the fuck is wrong? Like, what?
Yeah, that shit. Listen, so main man, the gay boy, he a gay boy. So I'm like, no, man, I'm not getting on your live, but like, keep my name out your mouth. Like, this shit ain't that deep. Like, and I'm home now, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna expose it. Like I said, I'm still fucking the bitch. He was like, all right, he started following me. And I started following him. So he posted some bitch up, you know what I mean? Some bitch that I was that I fucked before and shit. And I was like, yo, man, I fucked that bitch. That bitch stink. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was some other little bitch. He was like, yeah, she stink. I said, yeah. He was like, oh man, like that bitch dirty. So We stopped talking. The bitch that got me booked commented underneath the bitch picture. Then I wrote him back. I said, yo, that's the bitch that got me booked. He said, yeah. He said, yo, get on my live. Please get on my live. I'm like, no. Like, that shit, no. Like, no, I'm cool. You know what I mean? So he like, dog, get on my live. This nigga end up getting on his live, right? And start talking, yeah, I got all this tea and all this other type shit. I got all this shit to talk about and all this shit. He got all this shit to talk about. He was like, there's some guy that just came home. He got booked for a rape. You know what I'm saying? And he home now. Y'all probably don't remember it. It was like 5 months ago. And he home now. His live used to be jumping. His live used to do like 1,200. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People on his live. So he was like, the boy don't want to get on my live. Like, I'm watching this shit and listening to this shit. He like, the boy don't want to get on my live. You know what I mean? To expose or to say anything that happened. But I just want to let y'all know he home. He said the girl, I don't want to say the girl name that I fucked that I said he was stinking. But he was like, the girl so-and-so, he said that he fucked her and she's stinking and all that shit. But it's another girl that got him locked up for this shit and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I hear the bitch that got me booked get on his live. So she get on his live and start saying all this shit. Yeah, he raped me and he did all this stuff to me and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm fucking this bitch? Like, I'm fucking this bitch. So, like, they like, why he ain't locked up? Like, why? Like, how the fuck he come the fuck home? Like, why he ain't locked up? She like, I love him and his dick good. It was like, what? Bitch, you lying, bitch. Like, stop lying. Like, bitch, stop playing. Like, you saying he did all this shit to you and he fucking, and you saying you love him and you doing this because his dick good. Like, bitch, you a fucking liar. You a fucking whore. Like, bitch, you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, the bitches was bashing me at first, but once she started saying shit like that, it backfired on her. You know what I'm saying? So, I think my phone ended up dying, and some other little bitch I went to school with, I was in high school, and I was fucking this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, I heard she get on the live and shit, and the bitch was like, his dick not even that good, and all that type shit. She was like, his dick not even that good, and the bitch was, the bitch that got me booked, she was like, yeah, his dick big, and all that shit. The other bitch was like, his dick not even that big, it's not even that good, and all that type shit. So they was both trying to air me out. The crazy part is, earlier that day, I sent a wood pic to some other bitch. You know what I'm saying? This bitch ended up sending this nigga my motherfucking wood pic, and he on live showing them the live on my wood pic like this. They like, oh my god. I said, oh man, this shit is some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I end up getting on the live. I said, fuck it, I'm getting on the live.
Right, you might as well now. Like, nigga, I got it.
So I get on the live now and I explain what happened and all that other type shit. You know what I'm saying? And bitches all on there talking about, oh my god, you could rape me. Oh my god, let's fuck all this crazy shit. I mean, some bitches was still bashing me, talking about you need to be locked up forever and all that other type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, majority of the bitches was still on some shit like, oh my god.
People gonna have their opinions.
Huh?
So people gonna have their opinions.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you can't get mad at anybody that don't know you to have their opinion. I mean, if somebody know you, that's why I punched on Merc. If somebody know you, you supposed to have their back. Feel me? Right. That make you look bad. You hanging with this motherfucker and you talking bad on the motherfucker. I mean, you been knew this motherfucker was on this nut shit. Feel me? Right. So that's another story. So now nobody on the live is worrying about me so-called had to rape the bitch. They worrying about my dick size now. So they not, no, seriously, like they worrying
about I know you for real.
Yeah, so now the bitch is fucking, the shit backfired on the bitch. And wallahi, I had got 300 friend requests and 500 inboxes asking to see my motherfucking wood, a picture of my motherfucking wood. Niggas and bitches asking to see a picture of my motherfucking.
Yo.
Yeah, niggas and bitches, because the ball was a gay ball. You know
right. So I know he had a bunch of gay followers.
No, it was niggas with beards and all that shit,
right.
man. Motherfuckers that look like Dave Beast and all that shit. I said, what the fuck? Come on, man. That's crazy, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, yo. He said niggas look like Dave East and all that.
Niggas had beers and everything, driving some shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I done had a bitch that had motherfucking arm like this, asking, let me see the joint. I'm like, yo, what is going on with y'all motherfuckers, man? Shit is crazy. So, that shit backfired on the bitch. So she was like, you happy now? All this other type shit. Like, you happy now? I'm like, bitch,
you did this.
Exactly. I said,
you did all of this shit.
Exactly. I said, I didn't want to go on that boy live. Like, he gay. Like, I think I asked him, I was like, yo, you think I should go on boy live? You like, man, boy, it's fucking joint. Fuck, we don't go on that nigga live and none of that.
Yo, hold it. Before we do anything, man, because that community out there, listen, I want to let y'all know, man, we don't have no problem with the LGBTQ community. How many letters y'all got in that joint? You know what I mean? He just spitting facts. The main man was straight. He would have, you know what I mean?
I still wouldn't have got on there. I wouldn't have got on there straight. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to expose the girl. That's the reason why I didn't get on there. You know what I mean? I didn't get on there.
I understand. Yeah, she pretty much take every chance she could to expose you. So that shit was just kind of, you know what I mean? It was kind of weird and kind of fucked up. But so to make, because we got to cut this short, and I want to get into your music before we get out of here. And but we definitely gonna have you back. I'm gonna give you a couple months. You know what I mean? You rocking and rolling, whatever. I don't want to have you back too soon, but we gonna have you back on the joint. So did you ever ended up getting convicted for this thing, or did you beat the case?
That's a whole nother different story. All right, with the new case, I told you the bitch ended up getting me booked again.
Okay, all right. So how about this? What do you want to do?
That was in 2018.
Do you want to come back and do a part 2 to this interview next week?
Yeah, we can definitely do a part 2 next week.
Do you? All right, I'm serious. Do you want to do next week? Yeah. All right, so look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into your music right now, because I still want to get into your music and everything else. And you're gonna be the guest next week, and we're gonna do part 2 of this interview, and you can tell us how she got you booked again and all that dumbass shit. So
tell you what happened in my trial and everything.
Yeah, so everybody that's viewing right now, come back next week. We're gonna have part 2 of this joint. Y'all can find out what happened with Hondow and his trial and Shorty and everything else, and we gonna hear that part. As of now, because we coming up on 2 hours, and I don't want to be on this joint too long. What I know you, like I said, you got music with Sam. You done been in the studio with Meek during legendary motherfucking tracks he done laid and everything else, and I still want to get into that too a little bit. We're gonna talk about that next week. But how's your music coming along now? Since you know what I mean, you done got past all the law issues. Let me say that. Since you done got past all the legal issues and everything else, how's your music coming along? And have you been in the studio working on you know what I mean, new material and everything else?
No, man, I don't even rap, man. I don't be rapping, man.
Yeah?
No, I don't rap.
Hondow, you gotta spread the gift, man. You can't just keep that shit bottled up, bro.
Honestly, I want to ghostwrite for somebody, like, feel me?
Or you want to be okay? So you want to find you somebody else you can mold into an artist and let them and ghostwrite for them, and
not even just like somebody just hire me to ghostwrite some lines for a motherfucker. Feel me? Like like that type of shit. Not nothing like me mowing just ghostwriting for one artist, but no, I'd rather just write for a few motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like, so you just want to be straight up Quentin Miller type shit. Just you want to be just ghostwriting and shit like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean?
That's your story. I think your story, I already thought that shit was cool as shit, like just interesting. But the more I hear it, the more interesting that shit get, because you know what I mean? Like this shit's some crazy shit. And I really think you need to sit down and think about writing a book and putting your shit out there. You feel what I'm saying? Or working on a script or something, because this is movie or book worthy. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We're gonna end it right here. We're gonna bring Hondow back next week at 6 p.m. next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring him back next Wednesday. What's that? The 12th. I mean, April 12th at 6 p.m. We're gonna bring him back, and we're gonna finish part 2 of his story of what he's been through, his legal issues, and this female that's got him caught up in all this bullshit. This shit getting deep. Like,
Dig? No, listen.
Like this shit is deep, man. People are out here ruining people's lives, man, and fucking up their name out here in these streets, man. Like that. This is some crazy shit.
Listen, if it wasn't for God, and if it wasn't for, I'm not even gonna say I had one of my new case. I had one of the best lawyers in the city, man. But if it wasn't for God, man, I wouldn't be here right now. Feel me? I wouldn't be here right now, dog. Like I'm telling you, like this shit, the system is fucked up bad. When I say it's fucked up bad, it's bad, man. And next week I had to explain to you the second half because the second half is worse than the freaking first half. Feel me?
Word.
The first half.
Word. And I think we're gonna end up because Rock Boy, I like listen, I think we're gonna end up going live on the Battle Academy on the Gas Chambers page. And I mean you can go live from your joint, going there together, and we can elaborate on this joint too. It don't just gotta be on here, you feel me? We can go live on we're gonna set all that up in the future though. But listen, man, I appreciate you, bro, so much coming on the show, man.
Appreciate
this
you.
Has definitely been one of my best interviews. It's one of my most interesting interviews, bro. You always been a cool ass nigga though. Anyway, I mean, even we was just in the studio smoking L's, and you and Prezi was brainstorming or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? On 4th Street.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, I can't wait to have you back on the show next Wednesday, bro. And we're gonna finish this up and have part 2 next Wednesday. You know what I mean? At 6 p.m., man. So until then, bro, I'm gonna holler at you, man. Be safe out there, boy, on the streets, man. You know what I mean? Keep your head on the swivel. If y'all didn't notice, my man was definitely at his head on the swivel when he was sitting on the steps. And it's fucked up, but that's how you gotta be, because you never know what type of time niggas is on. But yeah, man, we're gonna have you back next week, and you know what I mean. I'm gonna definitely get with you. I'm gonna be DMing you soon or texting you soon. Matter of fact, since I got your number now, and we're gonna set it up, but definitely next Wednesday at 6 p.m. All right, bro.
Say no more, man. I'm ready when you're ready. Hit me up, man. Anytime. Right. Thanks for having me, dog.
No problem, bro, man. Thank you for coming on, man. Like I said. So that was Hondow, right? My man got a fascinating story that I just told him. I think that shit is book worthy or like script worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, some crazy ass shit that my man had been through, man. And I don't think anybody deserves to be through some shit like that, especially if, you know what I mean, somebody just pretty much lying on you and ruining your name. But this has been another installment of interviews with Meech, man, on the Gas Chamber Battle League. I appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Tune in next week, man. Hondow part 2. Like, tune in next week to get the rest of the story. The shit is fascinating. Tell your mom, uncle, brother, sister, cousin. It could be a learning experience for somebody. I ain't cut it short. Rock, we've been on here for like we coming up on 2 hours. But yeah, tell your mom, brother, sister, anybody, man. This should be a learning experience for any young black male that's out here and a young black female that's out here. It could be a learning experience for anybody, man. But we're gonna have Hondow back next week. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember to follow us on our socials, Gas Chamber Battle League on Instagram, Gas Chamber on Facebook. Gas Chamber Battle League is our like page on Facebook, man. Go ahead and like the page. And yeah, just follow us on here. Remember to turn your notifications on YouTube so you can, always be the first to know and get your notification when we go live or drop new content. And yeah, we're gonna see y'all next week, man. And I just appreciate y'all tuning in with us and rocking with us like y'all always do, man. So I'll see y'all next week.
Say he got in the 10, I met him riding the cab. Say you want my take, I told him that be the name. And I can get it all gone if it's good as you say. You the mad, my nigga, why cut it? Why not keep it pure for the public? If I get you all fee, you better run them. I wanna see the motherfucking block flooded. We out here in the streets, niggas gotta eat. I'm trying to do better than I did last week. My time ain't cheap, my grind ain't weak. I'm trying to turn the half to the whole bro street. I'm in too deep, old friends don't speak. From old street fights, I ain't talking Zangief. Yeah, nigga got stripes, get to work for free. Stacking up this paper, Papa see you in a week.
We out here in the streets, trying to pursue the bag. Had to hit up the plug like nigga, I'm doing bad. Breaking the work down, put it into the bag. Started